I remember when I got out of the shower and I went to my bedroom to change. Out of nowhere, my babysitter ends up walking in, saw my eggplant, and grabbed it just to make me eat dinner. Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name's Bubba, and
Bro, what the hell am I watching?
welcome back to another really embarrassing story. So this story all takes place back when I was in high school, and this was my grade 9 year. Now in grade 9, I managed to get a lot of different types of babysitters because my parents would always go out on vacation and do many different things since I was of age to, well, kind of, I guess, take care of myself, but not fully because I would always end up getting a babysitter. But my parents never mind getting a babysitter for me, and I remember one day in my grade 9 year when I was heading home from school, I remember I was super excited to be home because I remember there was a new game coming out that year and I just wanted to play it all day and all night and not do anything else other than play video games. And I remember once I walked through my house doors, out of nowhere, I ended up seeing my parents with luggage near the entrance, and one of them looked at me saying, "Oh, Bubba, we're going to be leaving for a couple days. You will be home, but there's a babysitter coming in like half an hour, okay? I'll see you in 3 days." And then out of nowhere, both my parents ended up leaving. Now this moment, honestly, I wasn't really fazed by it, nor did I say anything back because I wasn't surprised that they were doing this, and to be honest, I had other plans. Like I said earlier, I was just planning to go upstairs and play video games and not do anything else. So I remember that exact moment. I went upstairs, I ended up just, unpacking my things from school and instantly sat on my bed and just started gaming. Out of nowhere, like I want to say 20 minutes later, I ended up hearing the door knock, and at that moment, I instantly just went down the stairs, opened the door for the babysitter, and I didn't even say hello to her. I literally just opened the door and went right back upstairs. I'm dying. I remember this babysitter, she looks at me really like weirdly, and she's like, you're supposed to say hi when you answer the door? Sorry, I got other plans. I gotta go, is what I told her. And I went upstairs and I just closed my room door and I just started playing. It's kind of crazy now that I think about it because I basically let a total stranger into my house without any supervision. But at the same time, her job was to supervise me, not me supervising her. So in reality, I just wasn't gonna do her job. Going on from there, I remember I was sitting down, I started playing my game, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I was just going through every mission I can possible, searching up YouTube videos on how to beat certain levels and what's the best way to do it. But as I was in there for, I want to say 4 hours, out of nowhere, I remember the babysitter ended up walking into my room and she looks at me and says, "Oh, so I haven't seen you like all day. Are you okay? Like, do you need anything?" "No, I'm just playing this video game." "Why, do you need something?" "No, I'm asking you if you need anything because you haven't said anything, nor, have you asked for anything. Like, are you sure you're okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just playing this new game that came out." I remember at that moment she came and sat down beside me and she started like asking me questions about this game and stuff. And since I did some research on it before I started playing it, obviously I knew all the answers that she wanted. But one thing I will say is that she was probably asking me all these questions because she wanted to get to know me, but it's hard to get to know someone when you're only talking about one certain subject. Like, it's like walking up to a girl and just talking about dogs. In reality, you're learning more about dogs than the actual person. But going on with the story, I remember one thing led to another. She ends up looking at me and says, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go make dinner. Are you hungry at all?" Yeah, you can make me a grilled cheese sandwich. That'll be awesome. I'm just gonna continue staying here and playing the game, so just bring it upstairs, would you?" "Are you allowed to eat in your room?" Yeah, is what I told her. When in reality, I wasn't actually allowed to eat in my room, but what? She was just my babysitter. Obviously, she wouldn't know that. So I remember this babysitter goes downstairs, gets food ready, and then comes back upstairs and gives me my food and just basically leaves me alone. I remember hours went by, and I want to say like more than 5 to 6 hours, and it was definitely like getting super late because I remember when I looked outside, it was like super dark out. When I checked my phone for the time, I saw it was like basically like almost 3 in the morning. And when I saw it was 3 in the morning, I was like, whoa, like it's getting really late. But at the same time, I didn't really know if I wanted to get off. So I remember I ended up going downstairs real quick to go get a glass of water because, well, I always like to get a glass of water before I go to bed. And when I got my glass of water, I remember I went straight upstairs and I basically started playing the game a bit longer until I ended up passing out. Comment down below if you guys have ever passed out during a video game and what video game it was, because I'm not gonna lie to you. Putting on my towel and walking straight back into my room. But when I got inside my room, I ended up seeing my babysitter sitting on my bed looking at me saying, "Bubba, there's no way you showered less than 5 minutes. There is no possible way you're actually clean." Well, I did, so what about it? Baba, no, seriously, go back into the shower and finish. Finish what? I'm not going to go take a shower. And I'm not joking. When I said that, I did not expect her to do anything because usually babysitters wouldn't do anything. But this babysitter was different because I remember this babysitter ends up walking up to me, takes off my towel, and grabs me by the egg plant and says, Baba, you're going back into the shower now. At that moment, I was looking down and I started getting bricked.
He needs some milk.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think I just committed suicide.